welcome back to another episode of Am I the Asshole? Dungeons and Dragons edition. So I drop this once a month. There's always something role-playing game, Dungeons and Dragons usually involved in the channel. Otherwise, awesome board games. We do a video every day of the week. So please come check us out, throw us a like, subscribe, and even share a video if you enjoy it. Because we are a non-monetized channel. We don't have any backers or patrons or sponsors. We're just here for fun. We're a for fun channel. Now let's see how much fun we have here. It doesn't seem like everyone always likes my take on some of these questions. Well, let's see how this one goes. Am I the asshole for walking out of a coworker's D&D game? I, 20-year-old female, have been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a few years now with the same online group. We went on hiatus, and I really missed playing, so I started looking for another group. My coworker, 22 male, heard about this and invited me to join a game that he just started. It was an IRL, in real life, which I really wanted to try because I hear it's so much better in real life than online, so I enthusiastically said yes. This is obviously right here. This whole first paragraph is a difference in age right here. This individual posted this a couple of years ago, 20 years old. Here I am, 55. It's just the opposite. I don't like playing online. I 100% prefer in real life. Real life it's the human interaction is so much completely different once you remove the internet, once you remove online, once you remove that middleman. It's a hugely different beast that I thrive on myself. But I understand that this particular attitude, this point of view, really comes down to an age gap. How I grew up versus how this lady, how she grew up. But I'm glad you wanted to try in person. I'm glad. Well, I showed up to play, and the vibes were immediately off. I was the only girl at the table, and definitely the youngest. Everyone else there was probably between 22 and 26. They questioned my character choice, saying the group really needed a healer, but I had already chosen a different skill set. For anyone familiar with D&D or fantasy tropes in general, the single girl is always the healer mother figure, which I wanted to avoid at all costs. After some debate, my coworkers shut them down and let me play the character I wanted. Yeah, that's really sad. Again, maybe I should just assume this is an age gap thing. Not one of the ladies that has ever sat at my table, and there's been a handful, going back to going back to I think the first two I ever played with, Beth and Jen from Wagner College in Staten Island. I'd put out an ad in the RPG's club network paper looking for some players. And I was a high school senior. They were freshmen in college. So me and my friend Nigel went to Staten Island and played with them. Neither of them played a healer or mother type at all. One of them was an assassin. And I honestly can't remember what the other one was. I can't. Karen, a neighbor of mine, she was into playing wizards. Helena, a girl I grew up with from around the corner from me, she liked playing barbarians. Phaedra plays whatever Phaedra wants to play. Usually has something to do with one of the tougher characters. Bridget used to like to play druids, but that was her choice. I mean, I couldn't get her to change that. She just really enjoyed playing druids. But as far as this whole thing that you're saying here, that a girl is, and I'm quoting here, girl is always the healer or mother figure. Wow, if that's the way 20 and 30-year-old guys are treating the ladies at the D&D table, they're disgusting. Really. And people have a problem with my generation. And here we always let women play whatever they wanted to play. What's the matter with the young boys today? That's what they are. They're boys. They're definitely not acting like men. Not according to this lady. I should have walked out right then, but I stuck around to play 2 sessions. They were hell. Every choice I made in character was ignored or questioned. The other players' characters flirted with and harassed my character in every interaction. They barely let me do anything in the game and fought over with which character would be able to date my character. In the middle of the second session, one of them asked what my character's bra size was. I see, in the previous paragraph, you said they were 22 to 26, but, I mean, it sounds like you're playing with 12-year-olds. And that says a lot, because I started playing when I was 8 years old, and none of us ever asked a female player, or even an NPC woman, what their freaking bra size was. And we were New York City street brats. And we didn't act like that. We knew better. We were raised better than that. Wow. What your bra size was. Jeez. Well, it completely threw me off the entire paragraph here. They barely let me do anything. In second session, they asked me what my bra size was. I stood up and said, nope, I'm not going to take this anymore. You guys have fun. And I walked. You guys have fun and walked. I should have walked out right then, but I stuck around to play 2 sessions. Sorry, paragraph backed up. You guys have fun and walked out. Ever since then, they've all been blowing up my phone saying I ruined their game. That I shouldn't have walked out like that. I've blocked most of them because the messages started getting insulting. However, my coworker hasn't really talked to me since, and I feel like I should have tried to resolve the issue in a different way, since I never told the group that I was uncomfortable with character romance. Am I the asshole in this situation? Now, hold on there. There's an edit. There's an edit paragraph here at the end. Holy crap, everyone. I didn't think this post would get so much attention. I can't reply to them all, but thank you to everyone who left a supportive comment. It means a lot to know this actually messed up and I wasn't overreacting. Also, I am sorry to anyone who's had a similar experience. It's such a shitty feeling. I think I'm going to put my search for a group on hold for now, but I'm definitely not going to give up. Thank you again for all the advice. Okay, obviously the community took her side. And I'm taking her side too. She's not the asshole in this for walking out. Now, not being the asshole doesn't mean I think that she gets a completely free 100% pass on anything. I do like the fact that she herself points out just before the edit in that last paragraph, you know, she says that she should have told the group that she didn't play with character romance. That's a no-go for her. She likes to keep romance and gaming separate. Yes, she should have said that. She should have, being a new player, 2 things should have happened. 1, the new player should have discussed with the Dungeon Master, not the entire group, with the Dungeon Master, especially since the Dungeon Master is her co-worker and she already sort of knows this individual a little bit. The Dungeon Master and her should have had a conversation about what she as a player is expecting, what she likes and does not like, such as in-game romances with characters. And the Dungeon Master then, if he had no problem, which he shouldn't, but still, it's his game. It's his run. But if he didn't have a problem with any of this, then he should have stepped in Actually, he should have told the gang before she showed up. He should have been like, okay, listen, just because she's a girl, just because she's a lady, she's a female, don't be treating her, you know, like you're a sailor that just got off ship. Okay, have a little respect, act like gentlemen. I mean, it's sad that he has friends he would have to tell that to. But he should know how they act. So therefore, he should have known to say something. I think the Dungeon Master in this scenario is the real asshole. He should have controlled the situation. He should never have let anything happen after the first comments. After the first comment happened and he realized he saw how this was going to go, that Dungeon Master should have put a stop to that. Okay? It's his game. I'm assuming it's his place. It's his rules. Those are his friends under his roof playing his game. They can go screw themselves. Oh, yeah. Yes, they can. And what kind of friends does this individual have anyway that they need to be told how to treat a lady? I might be old. I might be old-fashioned. But I know that you don't talk to a lady like that. You don't expect something like that from a lady. You don't deal with any female like that at all. You have a little bit more goddamn respect being a man. Jesus. Really, I got to be the adult that teaches these guys this? Their dads couldn't? What kind of fathers did they have? Crap families they come from. Jeez. Yeah, you, whoever you are, lady, I really am sorry that you and anyone else in your position has to go through this. I mean, I'm sorry that any player has to go through anything in a game where they're forced to play a certain character, a certain role, do a certain thing. But taking it so much further because you're a female and they treated you like a piece of meat. They spoke to you. You didn't say this here, but you know what? I'm reading between the lines, and I'm sure they were ogling you. I'm sure they were looking at you, leering at you at times, or parts of your body at times like you were a piece of meat, and they were in the meat market with a handful of cash. It's unrealistic. Although this is the first time I'm doing this online, I'm talking about this particular subject. This isn't the first time I've come across this subject in the gaming community, specifically the RPG community. And it sickens me. It sickens me. Growing up in New York City in the 70s, learning to play D&D in the late 70s, into the 80s, we were street kids. We never acted like this. And if we knew someone that did, we'd take him out back and we'd slap him around, teach him some freaking manners. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry. Anyone that's watching this that had to go through that. I feel bad that I got to apologize for someone else's actions, but someone with meaning in their heart has to say, I'm sorry. I am really sorry that happened to you. I've never treated a lady like that at the gaming table or anywhere else. You are not the asshole. They are all the assholes, including the TM. And that is a fact.